Okay, I'm over here at 354 King Palm. So this one is right across the road here from the pool. It's right over there, and the clubhouse on the south end of the community. So got your carport there, not quite as big of a carport as the other one, but could definitely fit one vehicle. And you'll see why there's an enclosed space there. And then the front, just landscape kind of needs cleaned up a little. Old windows here. You can see the jalousie crank style windows. But for the most part, it looks like it's in good shape. This pole's kind of bent. Someone must have hit it. It's a little bent there. Carport. Okay. And then walking into this entryway here, there's this little front Florida room type area. I would say this is probably like about 9 by 9 or so, maybe 9 by 10. I can measure it. There is no AC ducts out here, so it feels a little warm, but you know, this sliding glass door to the main living area, if you kept it open, it might cool it off some, but you do have older windows, like I said, here. Okay, and then walking in here, you enter the living room space, which is a good sized space. Definitely doesn't feel cramped. And again, over here you do have aluminum frame crank windows. So that's one thing here, is the windows are definitely older. They have replaced the ceiling fan. It's new. Laminate flooring. Looks in decent shape. There's a little separation there, but for the most part, it looks okay. A little beat up in some spots. Okay, so the layout here is a little different. So back around this corner is the kitchen, and then your bedrooms and bathroom is back there. So we'll go into the kitchen first. There's a little crack in this tile here. It looks like maybe when they put this little transition piece down, tile cracked. So this window here, again, aluminum frame, does bump out a little bit, so you have a little bit of a ledge there. And they have this little table sitting in here, not attached or anything. Okay. Updated the lighting in the kitchen, and these two little lights up top, and then the kitchen is cute. It's they've replaced the appliances, so the appliances look newer. They did replace the cabinets from the looks of it. They're white shaker style cabinets, new poles. So that's nice, and they've done the backsplash. Obviously countertops with the wood looking butcher block. Dishwasher, nice big sink. And again, I don't see a microwave, so, or sorry, there's a microwave built in there. So Kitchen's nice. It's just kind of closed off from the rest of the house, kind of in the off to the side here. Tile flooring. Okay, so then right off the kitchen you have a door here that goes out to this kind of enclosed space. So on the other one it was all, you know, undercover open carport, whereas this one kind of cuts the carport off there and has this enclosed space. So these are again those like rubber kind of window things that do have screens, but it's definitely not cooled in here, so you know, it couldn't be necessarily living space, but it is some extra covered space, enclosed space. You have a door that goes out back there. We've got this little bar here, I think, keeping this window shut. As you can see, it kind of sticks out a little. It's an older window. There's the door to go out back. And then we will take a look at this little washer and dryer area. So they've got their water heater back here, which looks older for sure. I'm trying to see if I can see a serial number. It's not clear on the age of this thing, but it does look a little bit older. And then you got your washer and dryer here, which with the current location of the water heater, they have the washer kind of bumped out and the dryer over here. So, you know, I'm sure it maybe could be reconfigured to be put over there if you got rid of some of the shelving, but as it currently stands, it kind of just sits in the middle of this space. And the washer looks newer, the dryer looks older. So that's your laundry room, and this little bonus area out here. There is some outlets, so they do have electricity out here. Looks like he uses it as a little workshop area. You have a ceiling fan. It's nice. It's probably just a little kind of dirty. Okay, so going back up inside. We're gonna walk through the kitchen and then back through the living room and go down the hallway. Look at the bedrooms and the bathroom. So here's the hallway. You do have a closet here, linen closet, laminate flooring, and then in here you have just like old tile flooring. Yeah. Okay, and then you have good sized vanity in here. It just looks original, but it looks in decent shape. There's a part of this floor over here as I was just standing here that kind of feels a little soft underneath. It's something that would probably have to be looked at to see what's going on under there, but it just feels like it's got a little give to it in this corner. You got toilet, and then your shower, so no tub, just the shower. Looks in decent shape. Got a sliding door here. Okay, and then back behind here, similar to some of the others we saw, you got a nice deep storage area right behind. And down here is going to be some extra storage, and then the access to your plumbing back there. Okay, so that's his bathroom. Got a window here, again, aluminum frame, crank. Old light fixture. Wood panel walls painted yellow. Medicine cabinet. Okay. So going back out to the hallway, we're going to take a hard right first and go down into this bedroom, which feels kind of small to get the measurements on this. So they did replace this window. So far it's the only window I've seen that has been replaced. It's feels like single pane, but it definitely isn't aluminum frame. And then this is that window, leads to that bonus Florida room area. It's a little built-in dresser. Got your electrical panel right here. It's a GE panel. Okay, and then closet. Here, I would say it's maybe about 5 feet or so across. Not huge, but does have some space. And then you add the built-in dresser here. And I'd imagine if you wanted to abandon this window, you could turn it all into closet space. But yeah, so this is the secondary bedroom. I would imagine the other one is going to be a little bit bigger. So in here, I would say probably we're looking at really probably a twin bed, maybe a full, but you wouldn't be able to fit much else in here with a full bed, I don't think. Hopefully you're able to get a feel for the space. Ceiling fan. Okay, and I'm gonna go back out to the hallway. Go into this bedroom. So we do have half bath again. Kind of similar to the other one as far as the size. Do look like they have some critters in here that looks like lizard, potentially. Okay, and your toilet. And single sink vanity. Basically just got room to step inside here. And that's it. It does have a door that slides. Aluminum window. And then the bedroom itself. So I'd say that's probably a full-size bed. Got a little bit of space on either side. Aluminum frame window here. And then this back window, again, they've replaced. So it looks like they've just replaced the 2 back windows on both the bedrooms. So ceiling fan. And then there's 2 closets in here. So you have this closet, which I would say is, again, probably about 5 feet. And then you have a secondary closet here, which looks a little bit smaller. Yeah, it's just maybe like 3 feet or so. And then they do have a little built-in dresser here. Okay. Wood panel walls painted blue. And that is the primary bedroom. Okay, just to know the laminate flooring here is kind of separating a little. Okay, now I'm going to walk the exterior. I know that this one, it does say in the listing that the AC was replaced in 2015, so hopefully that's got some life left on it. Going back outside here. Okay. Walk down the right side. As you can see, this is that Florida bonus room area, so they've got screens on the outside. Again, landscaping just kind of needs to be cleaned up. And here's the back of the room with your washer and dryer. There's that door that leads to that space. Here's your AC unit. Needs to be power washed and cleaned some. I mean, it looks in decent shape for the most part. You have gutters, downspouts. You'd have these shutters on this side. And then this is back to that front Florida room area. So that is this one. I mean, I think this one definitely would probably need a little more work. I mean, the kitchen is done pretty nicely. You got older windows here. The bathroom, you know, is pretty much original, and the bedrooms in this one are a little bit smaller. So obviously there's a difference in price, and that's why. But yeah, I mean, overall this one looks like it's in decent shape for the most part. So definitely two good ones to compare against each other, I think. Yeah, like I said, bedrooms in this one just feel a little bit smaller than the other one. So alrighty, I will lock this up and then work on getting these uploaded so I can send them over. Thanks.